Hi everyone, I just got back from the vets with Snoopy and Ollie. Ollie came to this time because he's got something weird going on with his eye, which I'll talk about in a minute. But the vet said Snoopy's doing really well, and he started putting on weight again. He lost quite a bit of weight after the surgery, but that's pretty normal because it took him a while to start eating everything again. He was eating veggies right after surgery, but he didn't eat pellets or hay for a while, so he lost a bit of weight, but he started putting it back on again now, which is really good. So basically the vet said that it's doing really well, so just keep up with the wound care and getting the gunk out, and basically he said if it heals over we can bring him back in to have the same procedure which he had before, with the lancing and the flushing and all of that. But it's doing really well for now, and if we did have to do that again it wouldn't be as bad because obviously the lumps have got a lot smaller, so it wouldn't be as bad for him. Hello baby, come here. He's a bit angry with me right now, he doesn't like going to the vets really. But I'll just put them in their cage and then show you. Hello. Hello. So there's his place on his face there. It looks a bit shocking because they shaved all of his hair off, but there's just a couple of little cuts there now, and the lumps have nearly gone, which is really awesome. So it's just continuing. Oh, that's nice, doing a poo. So it's just continuing with what we were doing before. So here they are back in their cage. I cleaned them out yesterday, but I haven't spot cleaned yet, so please excuse the poops. Hello. Snoopy's much more back to his usual self, which is so nice, because at one point he was very lethargic and very unlike himself. Weren't you? Yeah, you've ruined your cage. So I think I'm trying to explain better what happened with him, because I know in the last couple of videos I've been a bit panicked about it, so I haven't really known what was going on. But they think that it happened because they think he got an infection in his eye, and that went into his lymph nodes and caused abscesses, and then they started to spread, which was really bad. But we think we've stopped that now, and the abscesses are going down so much, which is really good. And so yeah, I'm not sure when he got the eye infection, because I do a weekly health check to make sure, and I check their eyes. I always make sure that, oh, Ollie's being such a sweetie. He's been so lovely to Snoopy the whole time he's been sick. So yeah, I'm not sure when the eye infection occurred, but it must have happened quite quickly, because I do check them. I'm pretty paranoid when it comes to the guinea pigs because they're prone to so many different illnesses. I am very paranoid, and I do give them a weekly health check where I check their eyes, their ears, give them a good squidge everywhere to see that there aren't any lumps or bumps, and I weigh them and things like that. I think I'm going to do a video quite soon though on giving a guinea pig a health check, because it is so important so you can catch illnesses and things very quickly, because I think if Snoopy's was left much longer it could have got a lot worse, and the abscesses could have spread downwards into his heart. So we've done really well to catch it, and he's getting much better. So with Ollie, whoopsie, who's still very skittish, he's had issues with people since we've had him, and he's a bit tricky, so we're still trying to bond with him and tame him, but he's been a little bit more difficult than most of the other pigs because of his previous experiences with people. So Ollie, this is what Ollie likes to do. Instead of walking somewhere, he'll take the pigloo with him. He's a very shy pig, but he's such a sweetie as well. Ollie, can we have a look at you? Ollie. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but one of his eyes is actually, well, I thought his eye was protruding, which is a really bad sign. It can be related to a few different things, but it usually indicates that there's something dodgy going on with their teeth, so I was really concerned when I saw that. So I brought him in with Snoopy today, and it was also really nice for Snoopy to have company he got a lot less scared in his carrier. So I think when I take pigs in the future, I think I'm always going to take their friend in, because it's a lot less scary for them. Ollie, come here. So basically the vet had a little look in both of his eyes, and he said what's actually happened, rather than the one eye protruding, the other eye is actually being pulled inwards, which indicates that they've kind of hurt their eye. They pull it inwards when they hurt their eye. So he had a little look in his eye with this light, and he let me have a look as well. My vet's really good at explaining what's going on and showing me, and he'll always let me look under the microscope and all that sort of thing to show me what's going on, which is really, really good. He's a very nice vet, and he's really good with the guinea pigs. So we could actually see that there was like an old, where he's like poked his eye and the eye is actually healed. So that's the reason why, hi Snoopy, that's the reason why one looks like it's protruding. It's actually because the other one's being pulled inwards. So he said that obviously guinea pigs are prone to eye issues because they're quite low to the ground. They're always getting pokes in their eyes and things like that. We had a pretty serious issue a while back, if you remember, with Gizmo, and he actually ruptured his eye. And I know either Silver or Pearl has had hay in their eye before as well, and they had to have eye drops for that. I'm not too sure which one it was, but their previous mum told me, you know, that one of them had been to the vets before with something like that. So it's very common that they poke themselves in the eyes, but Ollie's eyes healed already, so just keep an eye on it, basically, he said. So that's nothing to worry about, which is good. I'm so glad Snoopy's eating hay again as well. Aren't you? So he's really, really scared us, but now it looks like he's properly on the road to recovery, and I think soon we should be able to stop the wound care and then let his hair grow back, and soon it should just be a distant memory, which should be nice, won't it? I'd quite like to be able to leave him alone soon as well, because he's getting so sick of taking his medicine and having his face prodded and squished, but he's doing so well and he's such a sweetheart. So I've also bought the guinea pigs and the rabbits some new hay, and I've been shopping around for ages trying to find some Timothy hay that's a reasonable price in this country, and it is really hard to find. I was looking at Hay for Pets and the Dust Free Hay Company, and I do love the hay from the Dust Free Hay Company, but it is very expensive. So I found this Timothy and Rye hay from Hay for Pets, and it's I think £19 for 4.5 kilograms. So this is the bag. It's quite a big bag of hay, but it won't last us too long. This is the hay that I usually use, which is a meadow hay, and you can see the difference. This is a lot stalkier, which is really, really good because it will help grind their back teeth down, and it's really long strands as well, which is really good. It does actually look quite green, although you can't really see too well on camera, but it is very green. And the hay that I was using is really green as well, and long strands, which is good, but it's not anywhere near as thick. So I'm hoping they'll really love this because it will really help their back teeth. And the vet did also say that Timothy hay is the best, so I've invested in some, and it is quite expensive, but I'm hoping it'll be worth it, and in the long run, if it helps their teeth, then maybe it will save some expensive vet trips. So it all works out, but hopefully they'll like this. I've given some to the rabbits already, and they really, really love it, which is good. And I'll give some to the guinea pigs in a minute and see what they think. Good boy. You want to show everyone your face? Because it doesn't look as bad now, does it? You want to come over here, look? What's that? So you can see the shaved bit, and it's just a couple of cuts now, really. It's not looking nearly as bad as it was, and we just have to clean it out a few times a day and get some of the gunk from inside out, which is horrible, but it's getting better, isn't it? Yeah. It was really, really stinky as well to begin with, which was really horrible. Good boy. But So yeah, it's not getting as stinky now either. Oh, I've also had a couple of people ask whether I should be keeping Snoopy and Ollie together because of Snoopy's wounds, and I've talked to a couple of people about this. Guinea Pig 1 has been really lovely the whole way through this, and so's Budget Bunny. She's always emailing, asking after the pets and messaging me, and those two YouTubers in particular have really been so lovely throughout this whole thing, and I'd like to give a big shout out to them. And if you haven't checked out their channels already, please do, although I'm sure you've already heard of them because they're so good when it comes to small pets. Guinea Pigs 1 is amazing when it comes to guinea pigs and medical conditions and things like that. And Budget Bunny is like the queen of rabbits, and she's also got 2 adorable guinea pigs, so definitely check out their channels if you haven't already. Oh! I'd also like to say a huge thank you to everyone on YouTube and Facebook who's left us lovely messages and comments, and it's really made it so much easier because it can get quite demoralising when pets are sick and you're doing a lot of care for them, and I find I also question myself as well because my guinea pigs seem to get sick so much. So I'm always questioning myself and thinking, have I done anything wrong? But I get so many lovely comments, so that really helps cheer me up and makes me think I am on the right track. But guinea pigs are just so prone to so many different things. So thank you everyone for that. So yeah, whether I should be keeping Snoopy and Ollie together, I did also ask the vet about this as well, because I was worried because Snoopy was licking Snoopy's wounds better. So bless him, he's been so sweet the whole way through it. He's always trying to help him and he hasn't left his side, but I was worried that him licking it could cause more of an infection or that Ollie could get sick and all these sorts of things. But I have been reassured that nothing worse can get into Snoopy's wounds than that's already there, if that makes any sense. He's already got an infection which caused the abscesses, and so nothing worse can get in than what's already there. And also because he's on antibiotics to treat the internal stuff, and because I'm flushing his wound out so frequently, things are coming out and nothing hopefully is going to go in because I'm getting so much stuff out all the time. So the other issue with splitting them up would be that they get so stressed when they're apart, and I don't want to cause any more stress to either of them than I have to. And also if I reintroduce them a couple of weeks later, they might not get on. Especially with boars, their relationships are quite volatile and they're always kind of squabbling and things anyway and reasserting who's boss, and they can always fall out very easily, so I wouldn't want them to fall out and then me not to be able to put them back together. I know this happened with 2 of Guinea Pig 1's guinea pigs. One of them had surgery and was kept apart from the other one, and then a couple of weeks later when she tried to reintroduce them they didn't get on, and then they haven't got on since and they've had to live separately. And I would really hate for Snoopy and Ollie to fall out because they are such good friends. Even though they squabble all the time, that's just the nature of boars. They do love each other really, they're always snuggling up together, and I've especially seen this since Snoopy's been sick. Yeah, Ollie's been so sweet, he's always been snuggled up next to him. He's just been such a lovely friend to Snoopy, so I would hate for them to be apart, but I think it depends on what your guinea pigs have as to whether you would separate them from their friends. If it's something like a URI, then you might have to separate them from their friends because it's contagious and you wouldn't want all of your other guinea pigs to get sick. But this is nothing that Ollie can catch, and Ollie being with Snoopy isn't going to make anything worse, so I wouldn't want to separate them. But that's just in this case, it would depend what your guinea pigs had or on their circumstance. So yeah. So I've also bought a couple of treats for the guinea pigs. I couldn't help myself, and when Snoopy first had surgery, he wasn't eating hay, but he was eating forage, so I was just giving him loads of that because at least then he had something going through his system, and it's a really natural treat, and you know, it's gonna be good for him rather than like shop bought treat that wouldn't really help him. So I was really encouraging him to eat loads of these forages, so I did pick a couple up. So this one actually came from B&M. They seem to have, or at least my one, my local one, seems to have got a much bigger small pet section. They've always had like things for cats and dogs, but they never really had much in the way of small pets. They also have hay and things like that, although the hay to me doesn't look very good. They do also sell the kind of fluff style hamster bedding as well, which really isn't good, and the rabbit and guinea pig muesli, which I don't think is very good either. So but they do sell a couple of healthy things, which I was really excited about. There was also some of those stuffed wood rolls, which my guinea pigs really love, but I decided not to go too crazy and I just got them a few things. So this is by Nature's Natural Goodness, and it's a dandelion salad made only with natural ingredients for rabbits, guinea pigs, chinchillas and dagoos. And I bought a few of these. I put some in here, which is their forage kind of tub. So it says that it aids digestion and it's full of fibre, which is good. As you all know, rabbits and guinea pigs need a really high fibre diet. So it's just made of dandelion, green oat, meadow hay, carrots, marigold and peppermint. So this does have carrots in, which are high in natural sugar, but what I do is just leave behind the carrots and feed them as a sparing treat, but all of the green stuff they've been having quite a lot of. And yeah, that's about it. So I did buy a few of them. I also got one of these things which looked really interesting, and it's by the same brand for rabbits, guinea pigs and chinchillas, and it's a hay roller with carrot and parsley. And where's the composition? Carrots, vegetable starch, parsley, hay, red millet and yellow millet, so it looks quite healthy. I haven't I haven't given them this yet, but I thought that would be nice to hang up in Snoopy and Ollie's cage just as a treat, because they've gone through so much recently, and if they really like it I might go back and get a few more for all the other pets, but I thought I'd just give it to them for the meantime, because they haven't been expensive enough already. So then I popped into Pets at Home, and I don't usually go to Pets at Home because I find so many things that I need, or I think I need anyway. But these are by the Woodlands range, which is one of my favourite small animal brands. I love the Woodlands range and the Naturals range and all of the kind of treats that are really natural. So this is Guinea Pig's Herbal Forage, which looks like that, and this contains plantain, dandelion, chicory root, mint, parsley, nettle, marigold, willow bark, echinacea, birch leaf, thyme. So yeah, that looks really healthy again. It's just another one of those forages with lots of different types of things in. Then I got the clover and plantain leaf mix, which just contains plantain, red clover, and that's it. So it's just clover and plantain, which is good. And these were 3 for 2 as well. I think they're a few pounds each. They're quite expensive, but when they do the 3 for 2 offer, it works out quite well. And this one contains dandelion, leaf, dandelion flower, and that's it. So yeah, that's just the dandelion feast, and I thought all of those looked so nice, and a pretty healthy treat compared to a lot of the treats that you can get. We had a really positive trip to the vets today, which was so nice. So we were only in there about 10 minutes. He basically just had a little feel, a little look, and just said he's doing really well, keep it up, and soon it should be finished. Snoopy, come back here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You naughty pig. I'm just going to give the pet some forage. What's that? Gizmo, come over. Do you like it? You do? Come here. Yum. Where's Ollie? Oh, Ollie's got himself stuck. Sometimes he moves the pigloo over, so the door is against the thing. Ollie, come here. Nope. Good girls. So I'm sorry I didn't spot clean before the video, I usually do. But I thought I'd rather tell you what happened at the vet's while it's still fresh in my mind. And I'll spot clean the little monkeys in a minute. Girls! You're good girls, aren't you? You're a good girl. You are. Hi, pal. Good girl. You're such a good girl. You are. Such a good girl.